Coach, that's quite the gritty comeback for a young team when you're down 8, under 4 to go.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the group. I mean, there were times with foul trouble out there. I think at one time we had Nemhart, Trey, John, Art, the 4 freshmen, and Kalkbrenner, a sophomore, out there together against their veteran bunch. So everybody that played really contributed in a huge way. Keyshawn was awesome the first half, kept us alive, and I'm really proud of the way Kalkbrenner stayed with himself. Didn't necessarily have a great first 30, 35 minutes, but had some huge plays. I mean, that flip-up left-handed finish, the pass and the finish are incredible. And, you practice those situational things. Sometimes you go a whole season and you don't use them. But we executed some offense really good, and then executed the late game situation, obviously, extraordinarily well. But none of that matters if you don't get a few stops there, and we were able to do that as well.
Right, I thought it kind of energized them when they got that little 4-point run. It energized them on the defensive end.
Yeah. We stole the possession with zone and got them to miss, and executed some pretty good offense. But Sharif was as close to Sharif tonight as we've seen. His ability to guard Jones and keep him out of the paint late in the game. I mean, obviously that's the guy they want to go to, and they kind of went away from him because of Sharif. So just really proud of our team. And all these are lessons. The loss yesterday is a lesson. The win today and everything that transpired is great learning opportunities, and that's really what this season's about.
Nemhart's been such a winner through his whole career so far, and I think most people just felt that ball was going to go in because it's the kind of player he's been.
Yeah, he's still a winner. He does a lot of things for this basketball team, and we're asking a lot of him as a freshman to play 34, 35, whatever minutes he played. I've got to find a way to get him off the floor a little bit more to keep him fresh. But he's not afraid of the moment, and the shot is one thing. A couple of the plays and passes he made to Kalkbrenner prior to that, that's a lot of savvy for a young point guard.
Well, and another thing kind of getting lost in this game was, hey, the team doesn't shoot free throws the way they did. Not going to be in that situation.
Exactly.
Excellent job from the line tonight.
Kalkbrenner stepped up and made his free throws, and that was big. And we fought him on the offensive glass, and kept our turnovers at least a manageable number. But they're hard to play against, especially with no preparation. It's Southern's disciplined, they're tough, very physical, and it's a good win for us. I mean, they're going to win some games this year.
They pretty much play like their coach used to play.
Absolutely.
Don't they?
I said that in the radio show with their people earlier today. They just they've certainly taken on his personality with their toughness, and I think we finally wore into him a little bit, and were able to loosen that defense up late and got a couple easy baskets around the hoop.
You mentioned Collin. He just seems to be, you look back to last year, he's a little bit rushed sometimes to get close. Tonight, when he got that ball in the post, he was controlled, took his time, and obviously had that big run at the end.
Yeah, he's getting better. It's big guys develop slower, and their bigs are 6'7", 6'8". Their center of gravity is much lower. In the Big East, he's playing against guys his size a lot, and those guys really got under him, and I thought moved him a lot in the first half. And Keyshawn was a better option, but late in the game, Ryan let it come to him, and he had some great rolls off some ball screen actions and got to the rim and made some huge plays for us.
Greg, I'm sorry it's been asked, but what do you think you learned about your team here this weekend?
I just said earlier, these are lessons for us. The loss yesterday and how that transpired, and the way that we won today. Executed a late game play that got it tied, and then the out of bounds play at the end there. That you practice those plays, and sometimes you don't use them the entire season. But there's a reason you go through them, and how important the timing and the spacing is, and everything that goes into that. So, really proud of our guys to be on point and execute at a big moment.
What was Ryan's second option if you didn't feel like you had that floater?
Well, we had Kalkbrenner going to the rim, and Hawkins was trailing, and obviously you're worried about Hawkins as a trailer in that situation, because you really have time for 3 or 4 dribbles and maybe one quick pass. But we felt without a double team, Ryan was going to be able to get downhill and at least give us a shot and a chance to win it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.